What is going on in the loop, fans? It's Drew here, and it's Dollywood or bust. That's right, right now I am at Dollywood checking out all the different roller coasters they have here to offer us. This video is going to be one of those new style ones. It's the roller coasters of certain parks, and of course today we were at Dollywood. Going to show off all their roller coasters, what I like about them. So we've got Lightning Rod and our opinions on Thunderhead and Wild Eagle and the rest. So stick right in and we'll see what roller coasters we think of Dollywood. So right now we're outside of Lightning Rod. It's the new hotness roller coaster for this year. Hosting a lovely 50-minute wait, awesome RMC launched wooden roller coaster. I gotta say, it's probably the best wooden roller coaster in the world. But interestingly enough, I wouldn't classify it as a smooth ride. It's very aggressive. Amazing, lots of airtime, and pretty well themed too. I don't know if you can get a shot of in here. This is just one of the many queue buildings, little switchbacks, but there's always some theming in it, which is absolutely awesome and definitely a plus. But the whole area, it fits into the whole area very nicely. Lightning Rod. Over here we got the Wild Eagle. Seems like Dollywood's premier coaster. Even though personally it's not my favorite, it seems like it's the park's favorite. The park has probably the most merchandise for Wild Eagle. I mean, it was an expensive ride. It's got this gorgeous looking station, the sign there, and then of course, how can we forget about this guy right here, the giant eagle statue outside of the ride. Dollywood is known for a lot of these photo ops, and this is no exception. They got the giant eagle there. Kind of weird it says Dollywood instead of Wild Eagle outside of it, but who am I to judge? But it just looks awesome. It's almost at the top now. The lift is huge. Wild Eagle dubbed America's first wing coaster. Technically that is true. It was the first wing coaster to open in America. Not counting something like X or anything like that. And going down the first drop. Really kind of odd. The ride is built on top of the hill, so you actually can't see it from a whole lot of places. So you see the hills kind of there, and you got your inversions, but there's no real good place to see Wild Eagle except for the top of Mountain Slidewinder, or you could actually ride the ride like what these fine folks over here are doing. We'll hang out here for a second and show you some of the inversions and whatnot. It's just interesting. This was the first ride from Dollywood that you could really see outside of the park. Everything else was really tucked into the hills. And that got a lot of flack for it at first, but I think everyone sort of accepted Wild Eagle for what it is now. And it's good. It's a good ride. It's going down. There. And that is Wild Eagle. Alright, in the country fair section we have the Zamperla Rollercoaster with the very awkward ride vehicles that are in little fruit baskets. Originally themed to the Veggie Tales, now no longer Veggie Tales, just the sideshow spin. But small little kids coaster. Adults can ride it, so you can get your horde game on. And we got Veggie Tales, the former name for a ride. Cool barn theming. Check out the station. It looks like a barn. Next up on our tour of Dollywood roller coasters is Bullies and Fury. It's got a really cool facade looking out here. It is an indoor dark ride, mostly with a couple of roller coaster drops, so you can interpret it whether you consider it a dark ride or a roller coaster. RCDB's got it on there, so to me I'm going to consider that one there. You can see it's show building covered in the rocks there. Pretty cool. A lot of the cheesy dark ride sets, I like the fact that they've updated it. They keep trying to add to a little bit every year, but they love the cheesiness of it at the same time. If you want to see a really cool tour of it, I spent a couple hours wandering around there a couple years ago, so I will link that in the video right here, so you can click on that. If not, we'll just move on to the next ride because there isn't a whole lot to show off since, well, it's entirely in this box. But the facade looks cool. From up in the Wild Eagle station, you can see just how big the Bullies and Fury building is. Our next tour here at Dollywood leads us to Tennessee Tornado, an aero looper. I will say, one of the more modern aero loopers, one of the last ones. I would chalk it up as they built this and then when Aero finally figured out what they were doing wrong. It's actually a really fun ride, believe it or not. So it's pretty cool. Goes up and down 3 times. The last 2 inversions are modeled after Dolly Parton, if you know what I mean. I believe there's even a sign that says that. So let's go check it out. Goes up there into the mountains. We're going to see it here in a second. Boom. Now the ride's going to come right back through here. There it is. Short ride. Awesome. But short ride. Coming up to Fire Chaser Express. It's the Gerstlauer launch coaster. You can see it's got the launch out of the show building backwards. There's some of these cool effects here. It's a family ride. It's a very low height requirement. It took over one of my favorite attractions at this park, so it just shows you can't please everybody. It's really neat because it launches out of that room backwards, and so you come into the station backwards. You back in just like a fire engine. This right here is the former Adventure Mountain area. That was a little rope course rock climb thing. And I'm really kind of sad it's gone away, but it's okay. At least they left tributes to it, so I can't be too mad. The ride's pretty long. It has a lift hill, 2 launches. Not the most exciting thing for adults, but for kids, man, there's a lot of cool twists and turns and drops and stuff like that. It's really high up on the hill, so you kind of go all different areas. You can see the ride all the way around here to there, to back behind the ride building over there. It's a long ride, it's fun. Although also be prepared to wait a while. It doesn't have the best capacity. It's a pretty long wait. But it's about to fire out, so we're gonna see it launch, which is awesome. Here any second. There it goes. And around the corner like this. Over here from Wild Eagle, you also get a pretty good layout of Fire Chaser. You can see the ride is massive. It just kind of wanders around in the area. Great family thrill ride. Perfect for everyone. There's a little fire station. It's launching! Alright, up here now we are approaching Mystery Mind area. It's kind of this big show building for a ride that isn't really a whole lot of fun. It's pretty rough. It's got great theming though. Don't get me wrong, I think the ride has fantastic theming, as I'll show you here in a second. So this whole like bridge here, which looks awesome, is all fake supports. None of it is real, it's all just themed. Here comes a ride vehicle. Going over here. also, this fake wooden bridge is actually fake, and it looks like it's breaking on purpose, but it's so unneeded. Awesome theming. You have crows calling and stuff. As you wander into the pathway here. In a minute we're going to show you the ending of the ride as we continue walking around down this way. There's the sign here, and this guy's really funny. He starts complaining.
As I try to warn folks, they just leave their smarts behind and pay me no heed. Assuming we'll never meet again, please leave all cash and jewelry as well. Rest assured, Buzz will take good care of it.
That's nice, Buzz.
Well, no harm in asking. Now, if y'all excuse
no trespassing.
I have some very
Mind, substance, talking gas.
to tend to.
So here's the ending of the ride. You come flipping out of here, inversion, hang, dive, brake run. That's after a surprise beyond vertical drop. So a lot of cool times here on Mystery Mine, although it's kind of rough. And also, one recommendation, try the test seat because it is not a fatty friendly ride. So if you have had one too many hot dogs in your life, eat a little bit of pizza or anything like that, you're going to want to try that test seat. Finishing off our tour of roller coasters here at Dollywood, we have reached Thunderhead. Thunderhead is the GCI wooden roller coaster that they've got here at the park. It's a lot of fun. I definitely can use some retracking this off season. It's not a bad ride, but man, it is not in its glory days. It was once a top 10 wooden roller coaster, and now it's probably dropping a little bit. And speaking of dropping, it just went down the first drop. But you can just hear the not smoothness of the ride right now. Especially coming this part right here. I will say I really love the station flyby, this part where you come flying through the station. That's awesome. Overall, great collection of roller coasters they have here at Dollywood. So if you've never been, I would recommend checking it out. Next year they're getting another roller coaster. It's a kids coaster, but if you want to pad them stats, definitely come check it out. New favorite, Lightning Rod. Old favorite, really like Thunderhead. I think the general public favorite would be Wild Eagle. Honestly, it's great. If you come here in the beginning of the day and you just do a lap of the coasters, pretty much nothing has no line, and you can have the rest of the day to do whatever you want to do. Lightning Rod's always going to have a line. But that sort of concludes our visit here to Dollywood, showing off all the roller coasters. Thanks for watching this video and all of our other videos here at the In the Loop channel. Like me on Facebook, facebook.com/In the Loop podcast. You can follow myself on Twitter at DrewTheIntern. And like us on Instagram, or Kenny Would Kill Me. We'll see you guys on the midway. Man, that wood got nailed.